Hello everybody, so today I'm back and I'm going to be doing a best and worst makeup of 2017 in my opinion. Everything I mention I love, but so like say I don't like a certain type of concealer, doesn't mean to say I don't like the brand. I love the brand, it's just that product didn't work for me personally on my skin, but for you it might work, which is totally fine. I love the other brand, the other products by the brand, I just didn't like that product and so on. So yeah, everything mentioned in this video I love. So the best, which basically performed better on my skin, and the things that I didn't like, I just didn't like it on my skin and it didn't really do a lot for me. I'll talk through each product, explain why I love it and why I don't like it, and yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, so I've split them up into categories. So the first category is primer. So the one I have been loving is the Soap and Glory Speed Plump All Day Super Moisture Marvel. This is actually a moisturiser and not really a primer, but I love this primer because it's like, it feels tacky on your skin, and that basically means because it's got, what's it got in? I think it's like glycerine or something like that, or like glitter in it. I don't really know, but it's got something to make like your makeup stick, which I really love. This is by Soap and Glory. And then the thing what didn't work out for me this year was the collection Primed and Ready Power by Rich Mattifying Pore Minimizer. It just looks like this. I don't really think it did a lot for me. It's a silicone based primer and I love any kind of primer. I'm not really a big fussy person when it comes to makeup. Like when it says that it's pore minimizing and it's powered by Rich, it's meant to get rid of like blemishes and spots. It didn't do anything for me, and I have like dry skin. It didn't get rid of any spots for me, considering it has Rich in it. It doesn't do anything for me, so I'm sorry about that. But if you guys love this, then I'm okay with it. I'm not, you should have to come after me. So the next category after that is eyeshadow primers, because it's kind of in the same primers. I have two. So my favourite one this year was the MAC, what is this? Pro Long Wear Paint Pot. I've got mine in Soft Orchid, and this is how much I've used. I haven't really had it too long. I got it like November time, and I got like a skin colour just because then like it's easier to blend and things like that. But this is what it looks like, and it's really good, and it helps like with the eyeshadow to stick on. And the thing what didn't work out for me is this Mark eyeshadow primer in light beige. As you can see, I've used it quite a lot. I like it. It's just like very creamy and wet, and like it's really hard to blend. You have to like really blend for like a long period of time. I wouldn't say I hate it. I'm just saying they kind of like dupes for each other, I'm going to say. I'm just saying this one's just a little bit more harder to blend and more creamy, but these kind of like the dupes of each other. I don't know how much this was, but this was like £5 I think, and I think this is about £10. I'm not 100% sure. So after that is moving on to face products, which is foundation. So foundation, the thing what worked for me this year was a lot of foundations actually. I loved quite a lot of foundations in 2017. So the two ones I've been loving, I've been switching back and forth, is a drugstore one. This is a Boudoir Air Matte foundation, an undetectable matte finish. It looks like this packaging, and I've got mine in number 1, Rose Ivory, and I think it gives off it's a really good colour for pale people or pale skin, and it gives like a really nice coverage. I'm gonna say a medium coverage, but it's very buildable. I've got 2 tubes of these because it's really good. And the other one I've been loving is the Urban Decay, I think this is the All Night one. Yes, the All Nighter waterproof long wear liquid foundation. I do have the Naked Skin one, which I do also love, but this one I've been using a bit more than the other one, and I'm in shade 1.5. It just looks like this. I think this is really good because A, it's amazing coverage, and B, it lasts a long time. It's like if you're going out for like a meal, or like you're going out to a party and you're staying like you wearing your makeup for a long period of time, this is a foundation you need because honestly it lasts, it doesn't budge whatsoever. So I really am glad about that. And then foundation that didn't work out for me is this is the MUA Skin Definer Matte Perfect Foundation with vitamin A, E and Jojo BA. This one is in Ivory Flush, and it's the Shine Control apparently. It says a soft and smooth foundation formulated with vitamins A, E and Jojo BA to create the perfect flawless matte complexion shine control that lasts all day. Now that is complete lie, because this foundation is way too like what do you call it, like wet looking. Like even if you've powdered over it and even if you like a dewy finish, you're not gonna like this because it's just very like shiny and sticky. Like you can feel the foundation on you, even though it's a really cheap product. I think it was like £3 maybe. I like it for like a natural kind of look, but I don't know, I like it and I don't. It depends on what like coverage you like and what kind of person you are with foundation. But I'm not saying I hate it and I'm not saying I love it, but you know, you can't please everything when you're buying product. Moving on to concealer, I have 2 concealers that I have been loving. I have been loving the PS My Perfect Colour Liquid Concealer, and this is actually meant to be a dupe of the NARS Radiant Concealer. I do have the NARS one and I love that one. I just like this one a bit more just because it's drugstore and it's actually really good. Like it's really good coverage, it's medium coverage, and it's got vitamin E and aloe vera in. I just think it's really good coverage. It's good for the price, especially for Primark, and it lasts, like it doesn't like crease or anything. And the other one I've been loving to go with my Urban Decay theme is the Naked Skin one. This is the Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I love this concealer so much. This is in Fair Neutral, and my Primark one is in Porcelain. I love the Naked one because it goes with the foundation. So if you wear the Naked foundation or the Urban Decay one, it goes with it, so like it doesn't like go against it, if you get what I mean. And it's amazing coverage. It lasts a whole long day. You don't need to like top it up or anything like that. I don't tend to top my makeup up anyways. Like the only thing I top up throughout the day is my lipstick, or like I re-powder my face. That's the only thing I top up. Never top up anything else. I just think it's a really good buy. I think this is about £19, and this is probably about 90p. But they were like really good, like they're both really good coverages. And then the one I haven't been liking as much, I love it, don't get me wrong, but I think I would prefer the other one, which is like Radiance Concealer, I think it's called, but it's a Bordra Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Concealer. I love this foundation so much. This is in the lightest shade 51, but it's way too yellow undertoned, and like when you first put it on, it's like really like yellow, and then you blend it out, you can still see like the yellow kind of under your eyes. So I think I'm more of like a pink skin tone kind of girl. I love it. I just wish they did like a pink, like maybe one shade lighter. I'm not too sure. I really like it because it does a really good coverage. It's just looks really like yellow under your eyes, which I personally don't like. If you like it, then that's fine. I think this, I don't even know, was about £7, but the Radiance one, the other one of the Bordra, I haven't got my hands on it, but that's meant to be really, really good. So I want to let you know in the vlog about that. But you know, powder. So I have loved this for many years. I haven't 2017 was the year that I started getting into makeup, like actual makeup, because before I just used to do eyeshadow and lipstick. I still do that now and again when like I don't do much, or I'm just nipping out to town, or I'm just nipping out to my nana's or whatever. I just tend to use like eyeshadow and lipstick. But for 2017 I got into like everything, so like foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, blush, highlight, all that malarkey. And before I did anything, I did used to watch my mum, and she had the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I was like, that is so good. And when I started getting into makeup, this was the first literally powder I picked up, and it did smash the lid when I was in Blackpool, because I picked it up from Blackpool, and I've hit pan on it quite a lot. I do have a backup of this, and this is in number 1 transparent. I just think it's amazing powder. It lasts 5 hours like it says, and normally I'm not out for more than 5 hours, so I don't really need to top it up or anything, but this is just really good. There's nothing really to say about powder, but it's just really good. And then the one what I didn't like is the PS Mattifying Press Powder. This was £2, and this is in porcelain. Oops. Looks like this. I got this when I was I did my first ever testing video, my testing Primark video, and I liked it, don't get me wrong, like it's really nice, but I don't know, like it don't give much coverage. It does mattify like it says, like it does what it says on the tin kind of thing, but it's not really good coverage, and it's kind of like chalky in some places, and it like comes off in some places. I don't know, it's kind of like a 50-50 with this powder, but oh. Moving onto bronzer. Not very good with editing, but you know. Bronzer, I again use a Rimmel product. This is a Rimmel Natural Bronzer Waterproof Bronzer Powder in number 025 Sun Glow, and again I'm hitting pan on this. I like this because it's not like an orangey powder, so you don't look like an orangutan, or you don't look like you've got a tan and the rest of your body hasn't got it. It's very buildable bronzer, and it's just very natural looking like it says, so like you like go over once and it's perfect. You don't need to like keep going over and over unless you want to look like an orangutan and you want tan. but it is buildable and I just really like it. Again, like I said, I've hit pan, but this is in 025. And the bronzer that I haven't been loving is the Cover Shoot Cosmetics bronzer. I believe this is from Poundland, but the lid is broken. Just looks like this. I think this is way too like dark if you can't see it on camera, but honestly this is in light, and I don't know if you can see, but that is dark. Like, let me build it up so you can see, but that is darker than my skin tone. And when I first put it on, I was like, holy, what the hell. So Poundland or Poundload, get your bronzers right, because that is light. That's like flipping very dark to me, so I didn't like that just because of the shade. I don't know, like, it performed nice, but because of the shade I didn't like it. So moving on to blusher. Blusher was very hard for me because this video was really hard for me because I recently went through my makeup drawers and I got rid of the things that I didn't like. So to pick things out again what potentially I love was very hard, but I did find some stuff obviously what I didn't use as much. So the blusher I have been loving, see, is a Primark blusher. So I do love Primark, but that particular product just didn't work for me. This is the PS blusher in Taboo, Taboo. It's £1.50. It's a really nice colour, and it's very natural looking, which I like, because like you don't want to look like a clown or anything like that. And I just like it because it's very natural, and you just literally need to tap like literally once and you're done for both cheeks. So I like that. And then the one I do like, I just don't use it as often, is the Sleek Makeup blusher in Rose Gold 926. I got this because everybody was raving on YouTube about it, and I wanted to see what the hype was about and everything like that. Don't get me wrong, it's a very pretty product, and it has like a really nice like shine to it. Let me swatch it for you. It's more like a highlight than a blusher. You can build it up, but there you go. So it's really nice. I just don't use it as often because of it's got like a highlight in it, so it's got like gold reflex into it, and I don't tend to wear blusher which is like a shimmering blusher. I prefer like a matte blusher, but I like this when like going out and I want to be a bit extra, and then I do like it, but not on an everyday use. Talking of highlight, this is my next thing I'm going to mention. So I couldn't do a video without mentioning the lovely Surf Does Nails. I'm sure this is in everybody's favourites and in everything of 2017, but generally this is the only highlighter palette I have been reaching for. I haven't been reaching for any other highlight palette. Surf Does Nails is the most amazing girl ever, YouTuber. I'll leave her channel down below, but she collaborated with Makeup Revolution, which I love to death. And she brought out a eyeshadow palette and a highlight palette, and I can't open it. This palette is amazing. Like, it's £8 for 8 eyeshadows, so each pan is £1, and as you can see I've been using this quite a lot. I haven't really made a hit pan on any really. I've been using majority of all of them. The only ones I haven't been using is this one, and that one up there, so like that one, and that one, but I've been using all of these ones just because they're really nice, and she catered for both pale skin and dark skin people. And again, it was £8 and I just love it. We have like pressed highlighters and baked highlighters. Obviously the baked ones are a bit more pigmented, but I love it because if you just want a natural look, you have this stuff. If you want a blending highlighter, you have it in this palette. It's really good for travelling and things like that. I think I didn't highlight because I love every highlighter, but I don't really like this one. This is MUA Undress Your Skin highlighter in pink shimmer. I like it because it's natural, but I just don't know, like, it's very pretty. You can't see that. Nope. But it's very, very pretty. But I just like a blinding highlight. I mean, I still use it. I just like to be like, bam. I use it, but just not as often. On eyeshadow, I've been loving quite a lot of eyeshadows this year. Like I mentioned, I tend to wear like eyeshadow if I'm not going out, or obviously when I do a full face. I've been loving 4 eyeshadow palettes this year. So, to go along with the highlight palette, she brought out her own eyeshadow palette, and this is Ultra Eyeshadows 24 Ultra Professional Eyeshadows, and I just love this so much. I've still kept an name sheet, which I'm like so weird about because like normally I would lose this, but can we just talk about the eyeshadows? Like, obviously my camera doesn't do justice with the colours, but they're really stunning. Like the mattes and the shimmers are just amazing. The names are amazing. The mirror is amazing. It's just basically really easy to travel with, and you can create some amazing looks in this. I've used pretty much every shade in this palette, even the black and the white. I just love this for travelling because it's very small, and it's £10 for 24 eyeshadows, which I think is amazing. And then I've been loving a Primark After Party eyeshadow palette. So basically it's just a bunch of glittery, purpley, bluey eyeshadows. They do have a green and a silver and a black. I've just been loving this palette, like I said, for like parties, because it's in the title. I used this for New Year's Eve, and I think I've been using it for quite a long time. I just think, like, if you wet to your brush, the glitters are amazing, and the only downside about this palette is that there's a lot of fallout, so be careful. But other than that, the pigmentation is unreal. And then I've been loving the Skinny Dip There She Glows Matte Metallic Eye Palette. I only got this for Christmas, so I've only used 2 shades out of here, but this is what it looks like. I love the palette. It's just very like natural colours, and they are so pigmented, and even my auntie loves this palette, so I'll be saying something about this. And this is £12 from Boots. And then I've also been loving this palette. This is the Makeup Obsession palette, which I created in Blackpool. So these are the colours. As you can see, I've been using this palette to death. I do have everything eyeshadows except this pink one is a blush and that one is a highlight, but I use the blush as an eyeshadow as well. But I just love this palette just because I created it, and like I haven't created it, like it's not my eyeshadow palette, but you get what I mean. I chose the colours, and They're just very natural looking, very easy, and I just use my finger just to like go over like that. But I love this palette so much, and I have all the shades on the back, so if you have any questions of which shade you liked, then let me know and I shall tell you. So these are the eyeshadows, blush and highlight. So if you like any of the eyeshadows or the blush or the highlight, let me know in the comments which one you like, and I will let you know the name of these, and you can like change these, so like I can pop this out and put like a new one in, and they range from £3 and £2. I think the eyeshadows were £2, the blush and the highlight was £3, so very affordable. This like case was I think £8, but yes. So the thing I didn't like this year was the PS Glitter Obsessed Glitter Eye Cream palette. This was £4. I think I got this in 2016, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 100% sure. It's like a weird thing because you would think they look amazing and things like that, but honestly it's like Vaseline, and like none of the glitter comes up, even when you're swatching. So like, let me choose like this orange, so I'll swatch it for you. Literally none of the pigment comes up at all. When you put it on your eyes it doesn't really come up, but I like it because it's different, and if you don't want a whole lot of glitter on your eyelid then it's fine. I don't think you can get this anymore, I'm not 100% sure if you can, but if you can, it's £4. It's kind of like a win-win situation with this. I like it, but I just don't use it every single day because I have shimmers anyway in other palettes what I like, so it's a win-win. Okay, so we have two more categories. We have mascara and lipstick. So mascara I've been loving is this Max Volume Mascara Black by Shilai. I don't know, but I got it from Wish, and it's this really cute cat kind of packaging, and let me tell you, this is amazing. It was £1 and it just wonders. This is what the brush looks like. It just wonders, like it lengthens, it volumizes, it colours in, it makes your lashes black, makes them long, and it's just amazing. I absolutely love it to death, and it was only £1. And then this is the one that I haven't been liking. This is the Miss Hippie Mega Volume by L'Oreal. I love it, don't get me wrong, I just don't like the brush applicator. I think it's very fat, and it's kind of the same as the Miss Mango one, which I do have, so it's kind of a bit pointless having both, and like you can just get one. But I like it because it volumizes, but I just don't like the brush on it just because I think it's very fat. But it's really good in a way. I just wish the brush was a bit different. So then my last category, lips. So lips I've been loving is NYX Liquid Suede. I have a bunch of these. I just picked up this one in particular is Cherry Skies. I love this because it's a very dark red, and I like to wear winter colours in every season. I love NYX Liquid Suede and NYX Cosmetic Metals. I've never really liked the lipsticks. I tend to like the liquid lipsticks now because they're easier to apply and they last longer. And then for high end, I've been loving MAC. This in particular is Velvet Teddy. I've only just recently discovered this in December, but It's a really nice natural colour. It's a very light brown colour, and it's just amazing for like every day and things like that. But I do have a bunch of other MAC lipsticks which I also love. One I haven't been loving is the W7 3D glitter case, just because it's very glittery, don't get me wrong. This is in Supernova. It's very nice for like parties, but the glitter doesn't last like at all. The colour does, but the glitter doesn't, and it's not like glittery, it's just like a shine, and it's very like tacky on your lips. I like the W7 matte liquid lipsticks, I think they're called. I really like them. I have one on today, but the glitter doesn't last, and it's like a shine of a pink. It's not really like any colour, it's just like a tint in a way. So yeah, that's everything.